Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be over this look here. It's something super quick and simple and easy. And with that being said, it is Easter, so happy Easter to everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and also I'll be talking a little bit about life of a sonographer. You know, like what you should do and what you shouldn't do when you first get out of school. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please give it a thumbs up and comment below. I will get back to it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my makeup for the day. It is Easter Sunday, so happy Easter. But we're just gonna get out of the house, probably go for a hike or something, just to get some energy out. Because if you don't get energy out, any mamas with a 6-year-old knows what I'm talking about. In fact, any mamas with young kids know what I'm talking about. They have so much energy, it just needs to be let out. So I have a clean face, and I'm gonna start off by moisturizing, which right now, probably for the past few months, I've been using the It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. I love the smell of it, and I love the way it feels. It doesn't feel oily. I have dry skin, but it doesn't feel oily at all. So I am very, very big. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm very big on the way that things feel on my skin. Like, I wear sunblock, but I have to use the lotion kind. I can't use the spray kind. It like drives me crazy. It's kind of like when you get a sunburn and you put aloe vera, the aloe lotion on. It just skeeves me out. I just don't like it whatsoever. So, and I was debating on which kind of foundation I wanted to use today. I bought the new Tarte Double Duty foundation, but I got too light of a shade, so I need to take that back. So I'm deciding if I want to use my Fenty Beauty or my NARS. I'll probably go with NARS because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time getting my makeup, putting my makeup on. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go ahead and use this one, which is the NARS the Sheer Glow, and then I have light number 4, and I'm gonna use my. But before that, sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and do some primer. I like the e.l.f. primers. They're not high-end or anything like that, and they work, so I really like them. And I'm just gonna dab them on. Just put that all over my face. And now that I have that on, now I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation. And while I'm doing my foundation, I wanted to kind of talk about something. I was talking to one of my friends Friday. I was talking to one of my friends. She's a sonographer as well. And she was telling me that it's really hard to find a job right now. And she's not getting any callbacks. And I don't think that the industry is flooded. I think that where we're located, which is in the Austin, Texas area, I think it is flooded. So anyhow, excuse me, I have allergies today. We spent all day outside and now I'm just like struggling. But I think just this area is kind of flooded, and anybody who knows sonography, it's such a smaller community compared to like RNs. And so like everybody knows everybody. So like if you kind of like goofed off in school and you stayed in the area, somebody at the hospital that you want to work with is probably saying something about like your credibility, whether or not you were late to class all day, so on and so forth. I found a job after school, and this is the thing that I wanted to say. So when I was in school, we had to take the semester before our graduation, we had to take our physics. It might have been 2 semesters, I'm not sure, can't remember. But we had to take our physics in order to pass our ultrasound physics course. So that was your first board that you did. And then before you graduate, you can go ahead and get your license. The school will allow you 2 of your license will be covered in your tuition. So it's like $250. So they highly recommend getting your RVT, which is your vascular, and whichever the other one of your choice, which was either abdomen or OB. A lot of people did their OB first. I didn't. In fact, I have a hard time testing. I have like severe testing anxiety, so it took me a while. I am registered as a vascular sonographer, so I got my RVT and my RDMS abdomen. I take my OBGYN. Actually, it's been a while since I graduated. Graduated in 2017, March of 2017. And I'm just now gonna take my OBGYN for the second time. The first time I took it was in October and I didn't pass. I'm not embarrassed to say, it's just a lot of information and it's stressful. So I'm gonna take it again on May 3rd. But my point to this whole thing being is as a new sonographer, first and foremost, you want to find a school that is accredited. You want to make sure that you can actually get a job. If the school's not accredited, it's gonna be so much harder for you to get a job. Another thing is you wanna get your license right out of school, like as soon as you can. And the reason I say that is because the information is gonna be so fresh on your mind that you're not gonna want to lose that information. So take them as soon as possible. For me, I have to be able to apply that in order to correlate and make sense in my brain to take it. So like now that I've scanned OB first trimester, second and third multiple times, it's becoming more able for me to understand and comprehend and apply it. So that's why I waited so long. Now, the biggest thing I want to talk to you about is when you're a new sonographer, unless you know without a doubt in your mind a specialty that you want to do, because this is supposed to be a career, like you're supposed to do this forever till retirement. So unless you know exactly what you want to do, don't specialize in anything. When you go to your internship at a hospital, learn as much as you can and treat it. Even if it's not at a hospital, even if it's in a clinic setting, whatever. Learn as much as you can and treat it as if it's an interview. That is the best advice that anybody can give you, because you could possibly get hired on at the hospital or the clinic that you trained at. And what better way to start off your career, you know? But I say don't specialize because after I graduated, I found it hard to find a job. But when I did, I got 2 job offers at the same time. One was working for a hospital. I'm not gonna say where. I was working for a hospital, and they offered me the job, and it was a night shift, 3 to 11. And so, it's a little dark than I expected. Anyways, it was 3 to 11 night shift, full time. And it was, the downfall to that one was that it was about an hour drive without traffic. So I would have been driving a ton. And then on top of that, they were only offering me like somewhere around, if I'm not gonna give exact numbers, so I'm not trying to put all that information out there right now, but it was about $43,000 a year. And in my mind, I could not justify driving. I could not justify driving that far, being away from my family for that long and not being able to put my kids to sleep on time and so on and so forth. I'm sorry. I could not imagine, like, it did not make sense to me. I was not about to drive all this time, spend all this extra time away from my family, and the money not even make sense. So at the same very time, the exact same day, I got a phone call from a place that I had a phone interview with, and they offered me a job, starting off at $66 a year. I mean, that's a no-brainer at all. Now, unfortunately, it was a specialty, and it's a specialty that I can't see myself doing forever. And I'll go into it another day about what I'm doing. But the point being is, I say don't specialize is because you're only gonna learn that and you're gonna become like a master at that. And if it's not what you wanna do forever, at that point, when you go to find a new job, it's gonna be so difficult to find a job, because they're gonna be like, well, yeah, you have experience in ultrasound, but you don't have the experience that we want, the experience that we need. So I highly suggest staying in the hospital, get all the experience that you need and want. And then once you've scanned everything, and you've had the experience and you know what you enjoy doing and what you don't enjoy doing, then you can decide, okay, this is what I want to do forever, and you stick to it. So that's what I suggest, because nobody's gonna really want to hire you if you're so specialized. So get yourself a job in the hospital and get all the experience that you can. Learn. You never stop learning, and ultrasound is such a humbling job. Y'all, I've got to do something with these eyebrows. They're so bad. I've been so busy with being on call and working and all this other stuff that I have not done my eyebrows. I mean, look, seriously. I don't know if y'all can see that, but they're rough. So, anyways, I'm not gonna rant on about that, the whole thing, but I love being a sonographer. And there's money to be made. There really is. I don't personally talk about how much I make. I know that I told you I make $66,000. It's not a salary. So basically it's based on how many hours I put in and so on and so forth. But I would say that's average for someone starting off. It's a little more than somebody starting off. So I feel like I got lucky in that sense. And I'm grateful every day for having such an opportunity, even though it's not what I want to do forever. I had the opportunity, and I'm grateful for that. I also work in a hospital, and I make less at the hospital than I do at my full-time job, and that's okay. I mean, like I said, I have potential to make really good money at the hospital. I can take more on call, because you know, if you're on call, you have your differentials plus your hourly, and then if you get called in, you get like time and a half for the time that you're there. So, I mean, there is so much potential there, and you learn so much. I work with some very seasoned sonographers, and that's not to say that they're old, because they're not. They've just been doing it for a while. Maybe they went to school right after graduating high school. I did not, but they're very good. So I try to take in as much knowledge as I can, because I just want to learn as much as I can. And no matter how many years I do this or have been doing this, there's always something to learn. You have no idea how many times I hear sonographers say, this is the first time in 15 years that I've seen this. I mean, that's what I love about it. One is I'm helping people, and two, I love working here. I help people, and there's something always new. No matter what or how long you may have thought you've seen it all, and then you'll find something else that you've never seen before. And it's like being freshly out of school. It's just so exciting to me. And maybe I'm a dork, or a big ultrasound geek, and maybe some other sonographers who've been doing it for a long time might not agree with me. But I absolutely love it. I think it's just amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes and I'll come right back. But yeah, so that's that. I hope that y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you for listening. I hope that my rant wasn't too long, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.